Get creeped out? This is the story of someone who did the 11-mile drive ritual. My favorite paranormal podcast did an episode on paranormal games. One of these games was the 11-mile drive ritual. The motivation is a wish. You know, wish upon a star, wish comes true. But this game seemed a lot darker, like you're risking something. It scared me, but I thought maybe this is just a kid's game, meant to freak teenagers out, and something to laugh about later. I'm not so sure what this game is all about now that I've experienced it myself. To explain the feeling you get when you arrive at the 11-mile road, it doesn't feel like a game. It feels as if you're about to make a sacrifice. It feels like a ritual. Now, I'll explain mile by mile what I experienced on the 11-mile drive. Mile 1. It took me about 15 to 20 minutes of feeling absolutely nothing before all of a sudden I had this overwhelming feeling that I was there. At that point, I was at a sharp turn in the middle of the woods, and I knew that when I turned that corner, that was it. The ritual would start. I did not feel a pull forward. I wanted so badly to turn around, but I just went. I just drove. At first, there was no change, but right as I was coming up into the second mile, the temperature seemed to plummet. I checked the paper I wrote the rules on and turned up my heater. Mile 2. I find myself reaching to turn the heater on full blast. It is cold, and that's all. It's just cold. Nothing else seemed to be out of order. Mile 3. I see one person walking along the right side of the road with a backpack. This looked to me like an actual human, though the fact that I was traveling along a desolate back road in the middle of nowhere does strike me as odd. However, this person never looked at my car. He appeared in the rear view mirror and appeared to be playing on his phone. He looked very real and very normal and very unbothered. Besides this, I saw nothing else. Mile 4. This is where got weird for me. I started to really fear the situation for the first time, and as I drove past a small clearing from the trees, I swear I thought I heard a fist hit my window and the sound of someone shouting my name. It was as if it was right outside the window. I have no explanation for this, except for in the case that my imagination was running wild at this point. Either way, I was shaking and involuntarily sped up. I considered turning around, but I just kept driving. Mile 5. Nothing crazy happened during mile 5, actually. It was during mile 5 that I was able to take a breath and calm myself down. Mile 6. Nope. I will never. My headlights shut off a total of 3 times. I slowed down, but did not stop. This road was so curvy, and it was the worst time for my headlights to fuck up. The last time they went off, I actually thought they had burned out. They must have been off for at least a minute straight. I barely saw anything, just the yellow double lines, and I went with that. I almost had to stop when I thought I could see someone standing in the middle of the road, but at the last second, my lights came on, and at that same moment, my radio started blasting an AM channel. This is said to happen, but I don't know if I possibly hit a button on my steering wheel. I forgot I wasn't supposed to turn off the radio, and I turned it off. I wonder if this affected the rest of the trip. Mile 7, nothing happens. I just drive and hear something hit my car, an acorn or something, I assume. Mile 8, nothing happens. But I'm scared shitless at this point, and I have tears in my eyes. The fear is so intense, and I feel as though I am being intently watched. It felt as if someone was right behind my ear, looking at me and waiting for something. I kept waiting to hear someone start screaming. Mile 9. My car stalls. Yep, it happened. The one thing I thought will not happen. Oh baby. I close my eyes as tight as I can, as per instruction of the rules, and I am screaming. I keep trying to start my car, and finally it starts and I take off. I don't know if anything else happened. I just start going, screaming the whole time. I didn't see anything, but I swear I heard laughing at some point. In my memory, I can't pinpoint exactly when it was that I heard the laughing. Mile 10, I'm still freaking out. I'm crying, but I don't see or hear anything. I was pretty much just trying really, really hard to convince myself this was all just a coincidence and random, and there was actually nothing to be afraid of. Mile 11, I see a red light, but like a literal traffic light. Still, I close my eyes because I'm honestly not sure if this counts. I keep my eyes closed until I can see the red glow behind my eyelids. I stop, and I only stop because I felt like I was supposed to. When I opened my eyes, I felt like I hadn't experienced any fear, like I hadn't heard or seen anything. I felt fine, if not great. It was so strange. I closed my eyes, made my wish, and as it wasn't a physical thing, I immediately turned my phone on and routed myself home. It's been just about 18 hours since, but I'm still waiting to see what happens. So, was it my imagination? Was it all a coincidence? I don't know. Maybe. I'll let you know if my wish comes true. Let me know what you guys thought of that one, and let me know if you want me to look into if he made any updates on this. Anyways, that's it for this one. See you next time.